Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Today's video, we're going to wrap up SWA Resurrection last night. And if you were not there at 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia, you missed an incredible show from top to bottom. All 9 matches. Everything was great. It was an amazing show. So like I said, if you missed out and you were not there, you missed out on an incredible show. So stay tuned in the coming weeks to the SWA YouTube page, which is Southern Wrestling Association, and Anthony's, our cameraman, YouTube page, which is Anthony's with an apostrophe S Misadventures. There should be some matches on those pages coming up here in the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned to that if you did not get to see it live last night at 244 Livestock Road in East Denali, Georgia. Wanted to quickly, before I get into what all happened last night, make a quick shout out to a guy named Lee. I actually met him through social media when I started this YouTube page. Had never met the guy before in my life, but just started chit-chatting with him, found out he was a wrestling fan. He's also a Braves fan. He came last night. Wanted to give him a quick shout out and say thanks so much for coming. And also to a couple named Michael and Terry that I've known for years through my job, just never knew their names and never knew they were wrestling fans. They came last night. Also wanted to say thanks to them so very much for coming and letting me find out that you are wrestling fans as well. Hopefully you'll come again in the future. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the card from last night. We opened up with the SWA Scramble match, and if you're not sure what that is and you were not there last night, all that is an elimination match, but instead of all the guys in the ring at one time, it starts out one-on-one, and then each time a man gets pinned, counted out, or submits, he's out, and the next guy continues, and it keeps being one-on-one until the last 2 guys are in the ring, and then the winner of that becomes number 1 contender for the SWA New Blood Championship. It started out with Stevie Ray Frost and Alex Keitel, and Stevie Ray Frost beat Alex Keitel, and then it was Frost and Yukon Adams, and Frost beat Yukon Adams, and then it was Frost and Jimmy Lee, and Frost beat Jimmy Lee, and then it was Frost against a young man named Luca Daniels, who made his SWA debut last night, and Frost beat him, and then it came down to Frost and Big Rick, and Stevie Ray Frost beat Big Rick by countout to become the number 1 contender for the SWA New Blood Championship. And you'll find out coming up here in just a couple of minutes who is the New Blood champion and who will face Stevie Ray Frost coming up at a later date. Match number 2 saw the Southern Saviors beat Cade Powers and David Bryce. Match 3 was our Chicago Street Fight, where Ryan Staples beat Josh Broner. That was a good match. Match 4 saw Hot Stuff Adam Mabry beat Jason Blackman, and they had a great finish where Blackman gave Hot Stuff a superplex off the top rope, and they both did an inside cradle to each other, and at the last second Hot Stuff got his shoulder up and Blackman didn't, so Hot Stuff won the match. And then the last match before intermission, Jacob Ashworth beat another man making his SWA debut named Austin Bebop. Now, I had seen some of his stuff on the internet and on YouTube, but I had never seen him in person. If you have not yet seen Austin Bebop, I strongly encourage you to go back on YouTube and type his name up and watch some stuff. And then when his match against Ashworth from last night is posted on either the SWA YouTube page or Anthony's YouTube page, please go back and watch it. This kid is going to be really good in a couple of years, so I strongly encourage you to watch that match and watch some of his stuff in the past. Austin Bebop is going to be a really good wrestler. And then I won't get too much into this match because the video will be posted coming up one day later on this week. But the first match after intermission was me against Kirkland. Now, like I said, I won't say much about the match because I don't want to give away what happened. But the first match after intermission was me against Kirkland. And then match 7 was for the New Blood Championship, where Curtis Coleman defeated Caleb Crocker and Revolution to become the New Blood champion. So he will face Stevie Ray Frost coming up in the future. And that'll be a great match because those are two incredible wrestlers. So stay tuned to find out when they will face each other coming up in the future. And then our semi-main event of the evening, Scott Mason and Dynamic Dexter beat the State of Emergency, which was Drox, Josh Aronson, and Jackson Carter. And then our main event of the evening saw Junior become the new Premier Champion. Or he says he is still the Premier Champion, but the crowd says he is the new Premier Champion. So Junior beat Strychnine last night with a top rope elbow drop to become either the new or, as he says, still the Premier Champion by defeating Strychnine in an incredible main event from last night. So if you were not there, again, you missed an incredible show. Just stay tuned to Anthony's Misadventures and the Southern Wrestling Association YouTube pages coming up here in the next few weeks to see all the matches that you missed from last night. But it's always better to be there and catch it live so you don't have to worry about waiting for it to be posted. So we had a great crowd last night. All the mothers had fun at intermission, getting their pictures taken in the ring with their kids. And we even had SWA Hall of Famer, 40-year in-ring veteran, the recently retired Redneck Billy Starr in the house last night to sign autographs and sell some merchandise. So thanks to him for coming as well. And thanks to all the SWA sponsors who helped us out last night. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.